16th of April 2023, the day when I got this PC and shifted from a 1060 to a 3090. How much did it affect my workflow? What was I able to make? Well, in this video, I'm going to be sharing a small snippet of my whole year's journey. So, grab some popcorn because you're going to be enjoying this one. And with that out of the way, let's begin the video. So early on in my career, I actually wasn't that privileged to have like a good system. But yet again, I had a vision. I had good ideas. I started out with a Dell T5500, which had 8 gigs of RAM, plus it had a GTX 1060, a 3 gig variant, mind you. So what actually happened was I was hardware limited severely. Like, there were certain points where I had like a good concept in mind and I couldn't do it just because of the hardware. But I didn't give up. I gave my best. So what I used to do during that time, if I had a concept and I was getting hardware limited, I used to use render farms like Sheepit. So that actually helped me with the render time. But when it came to like simulations and like multiple particle layers, I actually found the best optimization techniques that I could on the internet. And I use them, and I do still use a lot of them till this date. And they do help me out a lot, even with like bigger projects, as you guys have seen. But during those times when I had that hardware, what did I actually make?
So I won't hold back, and you should know that what's never gone just have regrets. So I won't go back. Oh, look at me to forget the time I lost with no regrets, and the moon shine back again.
So, as you guys can see, these are like the sort of animations that I used to make at that time. And right after that, a tragedy struck. What was that tragedy, you might ask? That tragedy was pretty simple. My PC basically broke. Yeah. So what actually happened was during that time, I was actually doing a project for one of my good friends that I cannot reveal right now because I'm under an NDA. But let's just say it was a bit too much for the T5500 to handle. So just because of rendering, I was able to fry the motherboard. And actually, I got that PC for like $200 maybe at that time. So just to get the motherboard, it was around like $175. I was like, dude, why don't I just pay a bit more and get a new PC? So that's what I did. So I basically moved from a workstation to a consumer PC. So I basically went with an i5 4th generation PC, which had 8 gigs of RAM, and I stuck my 1060 into it again. And it was working pretty good for me for a while. Up until 2023. So in 2023, I basically struck one of my biggest clients, Famfavada, and they paid me like real good. So if you guys want to see what I did for them, it's over here in the iCard. But I could show you some render images over here. So yeah, here they are. So with their money, I was able to get this new PC, and it's been a whole year. What have I been up to? Well, let's watch it together. So what was the purpose of making this video? You might be asking yourself. Because as being an artist myself, I also preach this to like everyone. You don't need a high-end PC to do massive stuff. But in this video, I showed the polar opposite. Hardware does matter, but to an extent. If you don't know the fundamentals, if you don't know how to channel your creativity into your software of choice and then taking out something that you would like or the client would like, then you don't need an expensive hardware. But what you need is the determination and motivation to keep going on, regardless of what happens. Regardless, even if your PC is not able to handle what you're trying to make, you need to push through it. And if you push through, you'll be successful. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, God bless you all and your families. I'll see you in the next one.